Hey friends, we're in week 3 of reading through Proverbs, where we're reading the same chapter of Proverbs once a day for an entire week, Friday to Friday. And in last Friday's What's Happening, I hope you saw that this week we're reading through Proverbs chapter 20, once each day. And at this point, you're probably starting to realize Brian was right a couple weeks ago when he said that Proverbs is jam-packed full of these bite-sized pieces of wisdom. And Proverbs chapter 20 is no different. We see this is what wisdom is, this is what foolishness is, this is what accepting that wisdom looks like, this is what rejecting that wisdom looks like. But now that I'm a few times through Proverbs chapter 20, there's really this one idea that keeps jumping out at me that I'd like to share with you, and it starts in verse 12 of the chapter. It says, "Ears to hear and eyes to see, both are gifts from the Lord." It's this idea that our ability to see and our ability to hear, and really more than that, our ability to think, our ability to take information into our mind, that in and of itself is a gift from God. That any understanding or knowledge or wisdom we think we have, it all starts out as these are gifts from God that He gave you to use. And like any gift, we should use them in a way that brings glory and honor to the giver of that gift. And then in verse 29, it says this. I love the imagery here. "The glory of the young is their strength. The gray hair of experience is the splendor of the old." Adam's translation, what young people lack in experience and wisdom, they make up for in their energy, their physical strength, their vigor, their passion. And what people that are older in age, who have gray hair to show for it, that may be lacking some of that physical energy they used to have, they make up for it in their wisdom that comes from a life well lived. That when you see a young person, you may see that they lack experience, but know that they have so much to offer in their passion for the Lord. And when you see an older person who has a lot of gray hairs, remind yourself that those gray hairs show the experience they have and the wisdom they have to offer of living for God's kingdom. So next time you see Pastor Wayne, you can think to yourself, he must have a ton of experience. Here's the point. That wherever you are, whether you're new to faith, whether you've been around faith a long time, whether you're young in age or older in age, whether you know who Jesus is and you've been following him your whole life, or you're just figuring out this whole Jesus thing, know that we all meet on common ground. All of us start out needing the gifts and grace of God. He gives us the ability to see and hear, and then to be able to put those things into practice. And that whatever age we are or wherever season we are in, we all have something to offer. We have a mutual need for one another. And all of us find ourselves on this common ground of needing God and needing to grow in wisdom that comes from Him. So as we read together through Proverbs, may we not forget we're on common ground. We may be in different seasons and different stages of life, but all of us together are on this journey of learning the art of living wisely.